All right, so my name is Mike Galvin. I work in the sport department with CoachMePlus. I'm a human performance specialist as well, and we're going to do a walkthrough of communications throughout the CoachMePlus platform, from coach to athlete, from leadership to other user within the system. There's a few different tools out the bat that are just nice and simple, nice and easy, and they are right up in the top corner of your screen, right on the coach's home screen, where you can either use this bell icon to send a notification out. This can be to one user or to multiple users, where you're just sending a push notification from the app to the user's mobile device, whether it's a tablet or a phone. And they'll also see it if they are using it on desktop. They'll see like that little one icon over the bell that they have a new notification to view. So to start with that, we're just going to go ahead, hit the bell. We'll go to view all. And you can see if you've sent any or if you received any. You can also use the top right here, this icon, to send a new one. And like I said, you can grab athletes. You can grab just one individual. You can grab one, so full group of athletes. You can select all visible, or just select, one, two, as many users as you want across training groups or whatever you need. Hit done. Once you're happy with that, you can use an optional title, say, new workouts. And then the body is, you have to have text in the body to send it, and just say, new workouts have been released, or whatever you need to say. Hit send, and it sends that alert out, and you can check on it now through this pane and click on the eyeball to see who you've sent it to and who has read it. If the eye is red, that means it hasn't been read by anybody, hasn't been seen. If it's yellow, a few of your sends have been read. And then if it's green, everybody that has been sent the notification has acknowledged the notification. So you can double check if everybody has gotten your communication or not. So back to the home screen, another direct means of communication is our messaging. So that's through the envelope. It's the same thing. It will push a notification to their phone. And when they tap on it, it'll bring them right to their message pane so they can respond to you. And this is just like your normal text messaging feature. It can be a group message. It can be an individual message, depending. So if you want to select all from this one training group and say, I've released new workouts, go check it out. They will all receive that message. And again, just like your little big brother tool, you can hit the eye in the top corner here and see who has been sent, who's in the group, and when they read it, the timestamp of when they read it, when they do. So you can check up and make sure that everybody's, again, is acknowledging your communication within the platform and seeing everything that they need to be seeing. So those are the two out of the box simplest ways to get a message out there, a notification. There's a couple other ways that I just wanted to touch on, whether it can be direct communication or not direct communication, maybe just delivering of information. Another way just to touch on first before I dive a little bit deeper is right from your coach's widgets. You have the ability to send a message to somebody quickly. So, for example, on the group's training status, if you notice one of your athletes has a red circle, meaning they missed an assigned workout, you can click on there. And then you can go ahead and click on message and say, hey, you missed your workout. Need me to move it? Or are you good? Are you hurt? What's going on? Why did you miss it? It's just a quick way to dive out and dive right back into your training status widgets and then just check on everything to see how everything's going with your group, your clients, and everything like that. So that was just something I wanted to touch on really quickly before diving just a little bit deeper into other means of communications. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into someone's actual profile. So you can do that through the training status, wellness, or nutrition widgets, or you can go right to manage your athletes and select a user that you want to interact with or communicate with. And maybe you've got notes that you have from a training session to deliver for them. So you can go ahead and say, all right, new note or training session notes from September 26th, and you can say let the athlete see this note. And this is if you build a dashboard, and I'm going to run quickly through a dashboard how you can allow the athlete to see the note. And you can also say maybe that we had a group session and I only want to write this once. Hey, what did we work on today? Here you go. You can also select other athletes or just leave it specific to this user. We worked on squats, presses, whatever it is, and you can go ahead and tag it. You can tag it as training notes or whatever you need to. You can create as many tags as you want. And again, visibility, you can make sure that this user can see it or not. If you have let the athlete see the note, it does fill that out immediately for you. And you can go ahead and save that note. What that does is saves a note for you. Here's what happened today. But you can also assign that note to a dashboard. So I'm going to jump out really quickly to our visualization builder and just show you really quickly. Here's how you can deliver this information in just a different way. So we're going to add new dashboard, and what we're going to want is our notes dashboard. So I'm just going to search for it, tag recent notes, and we can do training notes is the dashboard name. You can display up to 4 notes. They're timestamped so they can see when that note was written. You can do a start date and end date. Maybe it was just like a preseason thing. You just want to show notes from a certain time frame. You don't have to use tag. You can just do a time frame filter, or you can say, hey, I tagged that note as training notes. So anything that's been tagged as training notes will show up in this dashboard and nothing else. So maybe you've got multiple different kinds of notes. You've got an injury tracking note or soap note. You got training notes, and you want to keep those separate. You can do so with your tags. So I'm just going to save that. It's really easy to build this out, and I'm going to assign this to, in this case, athlete home, because that's what our athletes will see, and assign it. And I'm going to jump into the athlete profile at the end to show all this stuff on their side of things. But I just wanted to show you that. That is one other means of communication. And the last thing is going to be using that athlete's profile, coming back into our profile here and utilizing their library to deliver them information. So I can come into this guy's library and I can say I have a training session notes file to upload for them. So there we are. I can bring it right from my computer, drop it in as a PDF, and make it visible to that athlete, whoever is in here. They'll get that PDF. I'll save it. Now they can either just go ahead and get that from their library. They go to their side menu and view library, but you can also, what you can do is use this icon here in the top right and assign that note, that document to their athlete feed. You can say, I want to send a notification. Say, hey, new training notes have been sent to your library. And then you can assign it to that user. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to the same guy. Hit assign. That goes out to their feed. I'll show you what the feed looks like in a second. And they'll also get a push notification letting them know that there's something has been added to their library and their feed. And it's just a PDF of, training session, for that user. So there we are. I'm going to go ahead and back out really quickly, and I'm going to jump in as an athlete and show you what the other side of the communication looks like for them. So switching gears here. There we are. So this is the athlete's home screen. You can see when they log in, hey, I got one missed day. I've got 2 notifications and 2 messages. I must have missed something big. So go ahead and hit my notifications. Hey, new library item. Your session notes have been added to your library and new workouts have been released. Cool. I viewed them. Now my coach will see that I did so. I can come up to my envelope, see my messages. Hey, my coach reached out to me saying you missed your workout. Wow, I missed that new workouts were released. My bad. I can message them back saying, sorry, please move to today. And shoot them a quick message back. And away you go. And then lastly is that athlete feed that I assigned that item to. You see it, they go to their feed. Hey, I got session notes. I can open it up. And it opens up in a new pane. Hey, look, I have, my session notes from the day. What did we work on today? My coach said solid work, good stuff. And there you go. So that is the delivery of a few methods of communication, whether it's notifications, messages, notes in a profile. Sorry, I forgot to show on the dashboard the latest notes. Hey, we worked on squats today. There's my training session notes. And a library item. You can do videos, you can do images, you can do PDFs like I did in this example, and you can go ahead and push through that. And that is going to be the communication options within CoachMePlus from coach to athlete. And at a later date, we can cover from athlete to coach. Thanks for coming.